For many a year, the town bell had hung in silence, its rope stiff with dust, its voice long forgotten. It had last been rung when war took the men and fear took the rest. Since then, no hand dared call it sound again. The widow came at dawn. She was clad in black made thin by time, her steps slow but unyielding. Once she had stood in this square as a young wife, her husband's laugh still warm upon the air. He had marched away beneath that very bell, promising return. The bell had tolled for battle then, but never for his coming home. The townsfolk watched from shuttered windows as she grasped the rope. Her hands trembled, not from weakness, but from memory. She pulled. At first, the bell answered faintly, as if waking from a long sleep. Then it rang true and full, its sound rolling across rooftops, fields and graves alike. Children froze mid-step, old men bowed their heads, women wept without knowing why. For this was no call to arms, it was no warning of fire or death. It was peace. The war had ended months before, yet fear lingered like smoke. But with each toll, the widow rang away sorrow, every strike saying, "It is over," every echo whispering, "You may breathe again." When she released the rope, silence returned, but it was no longer heavy. The bell had spoken once more, not for kings or battles, but for the living. And the widow, wiping her eyes, walked home lighter than she had in years, knowing at last that even grief may rest.